the most awaited and the most controversial topic tonight evening. Effects of web series on youngsters. That is everyone here, almost everyone here, because most of them are cross their age. So these are the topics or points of concern that will be discussed. I'll be discussing now. First thing is time management. Second is effect on physical health. Use of drugs and weapons in web series affecting our Indian culture. The main point. And brainwashing is the second main point. You'll not get it now, and I'll come to the point. You'll obviously get it. And the last point, effect on mental health. Sir, next. Sir, this is time management. Now you can see 3 points I have listed here: waste of time, passing away of time, and effect of sleep schedule. Waste of time and passing away of time. Most of you might be thinking it is almost same. What's the difference? Waste of time is something when you know, like you have to do something important more than this, but yet you choose to waste it. Passing away of time is like you don't know what is how the time is passing by. For example, you are watching a web series and you get interest in it. Next ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಂತ. So you don't know, you forget something important is yet to be done. You just pass away the time. So, and most of the youngsters watch web series during night time, because at the daytime they will be busy in their colleges, schools, and studying. Night time is the only time they get they're free up just to watch web series. So this also obviously when our health specialists say at least minimum of 7 to 8 hours of sleep is needed. Obviously a student can't get it due to their study time and all, yet they sacrifice their sleep to watch web series, which makes them weak, because due to no rest in the body there is no energy, and they also lose stamina next to it, because they don't do any physical activities. The free time they get or the free time they create, they go and watch web series. Currently that's the scenario. And lack of motivation. They don't get any kind of motivation from web series going on now. No web series is giving you motivation. Most of the web series are just demotivating you, or making you think like something is going something else. They are changing the direction of your mind. The next one. Use of drugs and weapons. This is a famous web series most of you people might know. Breaking Bad. Amit sir, as you are a biology teacher, as you are teaching a student, when you use the word drug, most of the youngsters now they think of something else. But in the medical field, what it is, a thing that is used to treat treat something ill. And like a web series in this, they show how drugs are made, how those are used, and why those are used. They are simply affecting your physical health. And they are also kitchen. Kitchen is something that is shown in this. It's not something like you go and cook. In this kitchen, they cook drugs and sell it, gamble it. Making of drugs, it's not called a lab, it's called a kitchen. And they also use weapons, because when drugs are involved, weapons are obviously involved, because drug is not a legal thing to do. Obviously, when the illegal thing comes, weapons obviously come. So next one. Affecting our Indian culture. Never have ever. Who hasn't watched it? Most of the people. It's a good thing, but if you have watched it, it's a direct hit on our Indian culture. How there's a girl, main character as a girl. So it's the Indian culture we are living here is totally different. As she is in US, the Indian culture is completely different. She is living there. Who knows something we are doing here? How can it be connected with an American Indian girl? Because Indian culture is something we have created here. The best thing we will get to know is here. But now, what do youngsters do? Adapt things from those web series and think like, oh, Indian culture, and adapt to it and change every culture thing here. And they change the dressing sense only. when a girl is wearing sari, it's blouse and sari, they put western top on sari. That's what happens now. Because they are adapting to American things. That's how the brain is diverting. That's how it's affecting our Indian culture. Sir, next. Who doesn't know this flag? Who doesn't know this flag? This is a pride flag used to describe other genders. Those are not genders at all. There are only two genders as of now. In biology, there are only two genes, no sir, X and Y, which create male and female. But this is one of the main cause why I have brought this here is, in every web series they are showing this pride thing, LGBTQ thing, and they are brainwashing you. There is no such gender known as gay, lesbian, everything. That is just set of mind. Because you are born a girl, you must live as a girl. You are born a boy, you must live as a boy. Other than this, there are people who are born with both male and female factors. For example, a person might be born with a female body, but some factors with a male thing. For example, growing of beard with a female body, some masculinity with a female body, etc. That is some other thing that we must respect in our Indian culture. But no, now boys are going behind boys, girls are running behind girls. This is complete brainwash. As you see, as our olden days in our India, as we'll ask our Anuradha ma'am, have you ever seen this in your childhood? No, nothing. Because now, only the thing, they are brainwashing you. They are mainly targeting the young minds. Because young minds are easy to erase and write it. When you become adult, when you understand the thing, you will never ever look to some wastage like this. Every day, new genders are coming, you don't even know why. Sonogamy, and what is sonogamy? Marrying herself and divorcing herself. Seriously, a girl married herself and divorced herself. Do you see any advantage? Nothing. Why are those people doing this? Just for, just to show themselves, just to become famous. Sociality, whatever they say. They just want to be famous and they just want to be controversial. That's it. In our Indian culture, nobody promotes it. Recently, Starbucks, a coffee shop, promoted it in our India. Literally, our Indians, throw that away. Like they just banned it. Why should we promote it? Because it's completely a wrong thing. In our Indian culture, almost everything is right. We can't alternate it. Modernization. Why do we need to modernize? Our Indian culture, our ancestors have given everything perfectly. Why do we need to modernize it? Modernize is only technology we can bring into picture, nothing else. Sir, next. Effect on mental health. Obviously, if you are completely into web series, how can it not affect your mental health? For example, if you watch a Spider-Man movie, even at this age, you will come out of the theater by holding a finger. Just for 2 to 3 hours, you watch the movie just for 2 to 3 hours and you think you are Spider-Man. Just think you are watching a web series of a character who is depressed. You will be thinking in his way. Your life will be completely fine. You will just have normal study pressure, then you will be thinking like something else is going on in your life. You will not even try to understand your own life. You will just mix up your and that fictional character's life. He will be living in his real life. He will be a really good guy. But due to his character, he will be thinking on himself. So, this mental health, the main cause of suicides in India for students, one of the main reason is web series. See, 35 students, according to Beyond News, 35 students every day. It's not a joke. Every day 35 students. Teenage, will take average as 16 to 17 years of age. They live, their parents have given them such a good life just to end it. Why? There are many more career options. If you can't go in this one, you have another one. If you are not good at software, you can go in something in hardware. If you are expert in computers, if software is not an option for you, you can go for hardware, you can go for repair everything. That's not a bad thing to do. There are many career options. If you are not educated, there are other hard-working jobs which you can earn money. You can educate yourself everywhere. When a door is closed, another door is always open. Why to end your life? Ending your life, it will not affect anyone. It will just affect your parents who have given you everything in your life. They have been working your life. They have been working whole of their life just for you. And they say, Papan kasal beditane, appa yare dudiyodu, appa namige dudiyodu. But till a certain age it is fine. When you attain a certain age, you have to work for yourself. At that time you will understand, even if you have failed. ನಾನು ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೂಸೈಡ್ ಇದು ಬಂತು, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. Now if you end your life, nothing is going to happen. India is the most populated country now. If one of your life is gone, nothing is affected to the country. That only if you fail in one part and you succeed in other part, you will be a name known for the country. Thank you. This was the presentation.
Notice the content, like the points, whatever you mentioned, right? You want the slides. It was really good. Okay, what I felt is like you should have reduced your pace. Like you were in a hurry to complete things, say things, like you were in that excitement. So you had to calm a bit. Okay. And okay, how can we control this?
Control of see, reading of books is one of the main point, because in web series everything is shown. We can see it actually what they are doing. For example, when a murder is being done, when we see it, it is completely different from reading. Like we can't imagine properly if we are reading it, but if we are seeing it, we'll get a scope, we'll get a view how it is done or how it is happening. So better way is reading books and concentrating more on studies. Mainly for youngsters, they don't have time to watch all these web series, because except studying, they don't get time at all. I don't know why youngsters make their time, create their time, lessen their schedule and watch this web series. It's completely waste.
Any one single good point on web series?
One single good point, it depends on series to series. There are family friendly series which you can sit with family in weekends or any one week of the day and enjoy your time together. Web series you can sit with the family and instead of going out, and because our Bangalore traffic is not easy to handle, we can sit in our home and relax with our family at a free time.
Like if somebody wants to understand something, historical stories or something, there are good web series.
Yeah, there are.
Where we can learn. So, most are mentioned.
I actually focused on these points because youngsters don't go for those web series. They literally go for what is trending now, and trendings are such nonsense web series.
How do they do it? Like how do they give proper content to you? Like whatever you are interested in, which is also no use.
They just for example, Akshay Kumar, Ajay Devgan, they advertise Vimal. They don't take it. They just do it for publicity. Nothing is for real. The same way, web series depicts something and which gives excitement. One-on-one, everything they show is interconnected with each other. So that's how they first brainwash, divert the mind, and then give the content that we are actually not seeing what we see. We are actually seeing what they want to show us.
So algorithm is there, like they will be seeing all your view history based on that, and they know like age group and all.
Yeah.
So based on that, they provide you the content. They will push you to watch that. So we need to be like careful, like mindful whenever we want to see. In thumbnails and all you see, not just this, like web series in YouTube, Instagram, whatever you see, like, it will never end. It will be like okay, one more. Why? Because they are showing it that kind of video. Irrelevant videos they are not showing.
Yeah.
So we should also be careful while choosing the content what we are going to see.
Okay, why so much of hatred you have against web series?
Sir, it's not hatred, sir. If it was,
Because when I see your presentation, not a single point you said about the positive setback. You have the negative setback about it. So I want to know what exactly is the.
Sir, the main thing is their web series are not joining the families. With youngster point of view, They are literally dividing the family.
That's what my question is.
Yeah.
That's what my question is. Why? Because why it is why you have a lot of hatred? Because sir also said there are not many web series available who actually gives you the good lesson.
Yes.
For example, I'll just tell you Panchayat. Okay, a very famous web series. Both the part 1 and part 2. Right. It's very good web series. You can sit with your family of any age, and you can just watch the movie. It just talks about that how exactly the village life is.
Yes.
I give one of the example, right? So that means what something means you at any point of your life have been put in a situation where exactly it has negatively impacted you. That's the reason you have that much of hatred.
Sir.
Or it's only your opinion without putting yourself in that shoe.
Sir, I have put myself in that situation. I mentioned LGBTQ. There was a web series I watched. I don't know the series name. After I completed the series, you know, that series had brainwashed my mind so much that I questioned myself, am I gay?
Don't you think it is, that's where, your brain, your conscious comes, right? There are many things which you see around you, but do you think that you will be affected to it? Don't you think it is basically your choice what to watch, what not to watch? Second thing is, when you watch something, how much you should be affected, that also should be dependent on your brain.
Yeah.
That's the reason, now when we talk about web series, it can be easily controlled. For example, if I say, all these web series, you have to pay for it. For example, let's say Prime or Netflix or G5, Sony, whatever is there, Hotstar. So now the thing is that when you target the children, for it, 100% means how will they get the subscription? It's basically they have the parental access. Again, the parental access can be controlled.
Yes, sir. For that
So
point,
since you have access, basically you either have manipulated your parents and then you have the access to it. So that's my point.
yes, sir.
Because web series, there are many web series which are not meant for, younger kids.
Yes.
And same content you will see there, similar content you will see in different movies. So you didn't target the movies, but you targeted the web series.
Sir, point was
That's the reason I'm asking.
Yeah, sir. That's because, as you said, there are for other ages, there are other web series. It's just cable connections. Now everyone has a paid subscription for, OTT platforms. As like when parents are not at home, most of the parents are working. When like a children gets their time, parental controls are not so strong in these apps. While watching OTT, it's not so difficult that a child can't, a youngster can't literally go and.
Why to give access to the kids? That's the main question I have. Why to give access?
Sir, kids are so next level now. They will somehow, if they don't get the subscription, sir, they are gonna download modded apps which require no subscription at all. They are cracked version. And why do they do so? Because they have seen something which has got into their interest and they want to watch it. If it's a perfect thing to watch and there's something knowledgeable, they will go and ask, I want to such a thing, I want to gain knowledge from this. But they don't. Why do they go for crack applications? Because that is something they can't share with their parents and they want to watch it on their own.